What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Gizmo, say hi to YouTubers. The world's cutest little doggy. So, Arnold is officially shipped. I guess we're waiting on Sideshow. So he actually arrives the day I'm filming this. He arrives tomorrow for me. For you guys, he arrives today. So you're going to see this video tomorrow. Arnold, Darkside, Ultimate Edition. Let's see how good it is. It is part of this line. There's only the T1000 left, and I did do the liquid chrome version. So once we get Arnold, we're going to throw him right there. We'll also see how he looks down low, because that will be his spot when Blitzway arrives. But for now, we'll enjoy him right next to the bus. He should go about yay tall. He's 28 inches tall, so definitely a lot smaller than like that Pennywise. That Pennywise is a huge third scale. Not only is the character big, but the base is massive. God, love that Pennywise. Anywho, so I'm really excited to get this Arnold. I saw the production photos. I thought it looked phenomenal. It looks like it also included an extra headstand, which it was not advertised to include that. So I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be great. We have not seen any in-hand photos like collectors receiving it. We saw the production line, but no collectors, no YouTube videos. I will be the first unless someone gets one out prior to me. But I'm very excited. So yeah, but I did want to make another video for you guys, do another re-review to go over an older piece that we've had for some time and give you an updated opinion. Alrighty, so for today, we're actually going to be checking out the Damn Toys Warcraft statue. This guy right here. Alrighty, so let's check out Gul'dan. So this is quarter scale, but it is a very big piece. It is about 32 inches tall to the top of that like staff he is holding. So the base is just like a kind of a cliffside rock base is how I would view this. He definitely was on cliffs, rock sides, overlooking the Horde. Now, if you have not seen this movie, I do highly recommend it. It is extremely entertaining. Fantastic music, fantastic cast. The CGI is amazing. It's a really freaking good movie. I freaking love it. Big fan. I loved the video game growing up as a little kid. I used to play it. I never played World of Warcraft, but I did play Warcraft 3 a ton back on my PC when I was like 17 years old. So, but I was a big fan of the movie, and that's what these are from. Now, unfortunately, there is no sequel. Maybe someday we'll get one or a reboot, but I did like Gul'dan in the movie. I thought he was a fantastic villain. Super evil, sinister, cool looking, great battles, great magic sequences, very cool. Now let's talk about the statue. So this statue retailed, let me think. I'm going to have to guess on this because it's been, I think, 5+ years, but I want to say $1,400, like $13.99 is my guess. I think it's limited to 500. No swap outs. The only thing you can kind of do is it does have this little like skull that attaches to the base. You can technically fit it in his hand, and then you can kind of pull down his hood, but he wears the hood the entire movies pretty much, except for the scene where he fights Gul'dan and he takes off this like hood thing, but there's no real swap outs. It is what it is. So when it comes to the base, the detail and sculpt of this rock looks amazing. Looks very realistic. It just has a little bit of like bones and skull right there. Otherwise, it's just plain rock. Personally, I think the base is the weakest point. It is cool, yes, but I wish it was like it had an underbase with like a Warcraft themed, like a orc themed logo. I wish all these had underbases, if I'm being brutally honest. I think they all deserve an underbase. It'd make them bigger. And aesthetically, I think it'd just look more pleasing. Have a logo, maybe with like Warcraft and the orc's name. You know, because nobody's going to know, like, who's this guy? It's Black Hand, obviously. I know it, but nobody's going to know that. They're just going to know it's a cool looking orc. So, yeah, I think the base is the weak point. The sculpt is amazing. The paint is amazing. The concept is weak. I would give it a 6 out of 10 for the concept on the base. Like this, from here to here, it's like small, but this thing sticks out a ton. So it does make displayability a little difficult because it sticks in the back and then this sticks in the front. So displaying this can be kind of a pain. It also does not look good down low. Now let's go to the figure himself. So this is a lot of mixed media. So according to what I remember, there's like 160 different versions of this on this thing, or maybe even more. I remember seeing the production of this and I was like, holy crap. But it has a ton of these. They're all different. Additionally, this is mixed media. You have little ropes, like anywhere you see a rope, it's all like mixed media. You have tons of skulls, feathers, real beards. Like this thing is loaded. You got little rings, like metal rings attached right here, as you can see. He does have, of course, the light up eye, which is really cool. And it does this, they call it the breathing technique, where basically like pulsates in and out. You can see right there, boom. It's like a breathing effect is what they call that. So very cool. When his eyes are not turned on, it's nothing to really look at, if you're being brutally honest. So let me look at it. Yeah, it's just like black. You don't really see anything, where like these guys have actual eyes, and their eyes do look really good. He does not have anything. But when the eyes are lit up, it does look way cool. That's kind of how he looks underneath. But again, I like displaying the hood like that because that's how it was in the movie. Pose, I do like it. He's holding this gigantic staff, which has these really like just bones, skulls. These are like heavy, and like look how cool that is. This is like heavy. Then that giant one. So there's 3 different skulls. Well, actually, wait, 4. There's a little guy right there. Extremely cool looking. And then his horns coming out of his back also have a bunch of skulls just wrapped around. I mean, look at that. Absolutely crazy cool. There's 3 skulls going in right there. And the horns look excellent. This mixed media, super high quality. And then you got this like necklace thing he's wearing. And then this skull, don't want to really touch it, don't want to break anything, but. And here's what like underneath, again, more skulls. This thing's just loaded with skulls. And you guys know I like skulls. They're just really cool looking. So there's just a lot going on this piece. A ton to look at. I've owned it for like 5 years, and I swear, looking at it just now, it's like, oh, I never noticed that. So you can look at this piece for a long time, and you're really going to find new stuff. Where a lot of other statues, like, let's say like Captain America statue, it's very simplistic. There's not a ton to look at. Where when you get a statue like this, or even like the Ninja Turtles, there's a ton to see, and I really like that. You know, kind of reminds me of like the Transformer statues, how there's just so many little intricate parts and things to look at. Warcraft is like that. They're a really cool looking orc. There's tons to their design. I think the designs are just phenomenal. Look at the skin texture, extremely well done. They have pores and veins and everything. It's also very big for a quarter scale. The armor looks phenomenal. So yeah, overall, this piece, when it comes to the character himself, it is without a doubt 10 out of 10. It is a grail in my opinion. It's one of the best quarter scale statues ever released. The Damn Toys Warcraft statues are probably the most detailed quarter scale statues out there. Like, these are insanely impressive. And oftentimes I've heard people over the years tell me, dude, you need to sell those. They don't go with your collection, this and that. And I'm like, dude, have you seen these in person? I had this guy, we kind of had a falling out because he was being a dick to me, but he wanted to buy all 4 of these off of me for basically $10,000. And I rejected that offer. I was like, dude, they're worth that to me. So, like I said, he retailed at about $1,400 plus shipping plus tax. You're probably spending $1,800 to get them out the door. I don't think I paid that. I think I paid like $1,300. He generally goes for about $2,500 to $3,000 nowadays, and I would say he's worth it. He is a grail. He is my favorite amongst these Warcrafts. Just his design is just so cool. The light up, that staff is just insanely cool. The freaking bones coming out of him in the back. It is just ridiculously cool, folks. Is it a great standalone piece? I mean, I like having all 4 orcs. I think it's fine to have just like 2. I do think it is a standalone piece, but I also think once you get it, you're going to want another one. And you're either going to want Blackhand, who is his main right-hand man, or Duratan, who was like the main good orc in the movie that they fought. They had like a really epic battle. So I think either of these has to be your companion piece, and either one honestly works. So I do think you want to have at least one companion piece with it. It does look better up high. I wish it was even higher, if I'm brutally honest. I wish it was like this high. Like, I'd raise it a foot if I could. But overall stature rating, 10 out of 10. Definitely gets that, highest mark rating for me, a Grail status. So I'm very impressed with it. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.